What is the most OP endgame Zephyr build in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Zephyr plays the role of the off-tank, and with the right accessories it does an amazing job at that. The way I designed this build is to only fight the main tank's aggro if the main tank can't handle his job. I'll explain it as I go, but this tank is in my opinion one of the most useful in the entire game. Starting with the automatic class skills, we have Stormy Gale, which boosts agility by 30%. I'll Defend You, which gives a 16% chance to prevent attacks on allies within a fixed radius. Split Second Counter, which deals 200% of attack damage when we evade an attack. And Ether's Sanctuary, which boosts Ether defense by 30%. As you can see, this tank class is mostly based on agility, making it the perfect off-tank for our party. Before I finish the skills, let's move on to the arts. Butterfly Blade is your main aggro pulling art. This move's aggro generation is boosted by 100%. Other than that, it's pretty low damage art. Airfane is a much stronger art overall, and gets even stronger when you're targeted by the enemy that you're attacking. This increases your damage by 100%. As for our third art, we're running Wide Slash. This art hits the hardest and also has the added benefit of being able to evade the enemy attacks. This comes at the cost of crit rate, but it's worth it to have an evasion ability. Now let's cover the mastered arts. Crash Out is a pretty strong physical attack that boosts aggro by 100%. Equipping this as Butterfly Blade's fusion art gives us a 200% aggro boost when using the fusion art. Quick Draw is another strong ability, at least for a tank. It also gives us a second evasion ability, which is awesome considering that's what this tank is based on. We also get the added 100% damage boost from attacking from the front. And as a tank, that's where you're primarily going to be. Finally, our last art is Shield Bash. This ability isn't anything too fancy, and you could swap it out with something else if you'd like, but the reason I chose Shield Bash is due to the topple reaction. When I create my parties, I try to have a balanced amount of characters with a bunch of reactions, so I could take advantage of them in battle. Back to our mastered skills. Protector's Pride boosts our recharge speed by 50% when non-defenders are targeted. This is a super strong off-tanking ability. What this actually does is allow you to not fight the main tank for aggro unless the main tank fails to hold the aggro. Natural Selection reduces our damage taken by 30% when HP is at 30% or lower. This is a pretty good buff for tanks overall. Finally, we're running Fortified Ether Guard. If you notice, our Ether defense is really high as a Zephyr, so this 20% boost really puts in some work, increasing our Ether defense all the way to 75%. If you're controlling your Zephyr manually, you're going to want to fight for aggro on other attacking units for this exact reason. As for our gems, we're running Brimming Spirit. This gem boosts our aggro generated from arts by 32%. Your percents may be different than mine. The important part is the effect itself. Steady Striker shortens auto attack intervals by 27%. Our auto attacks are fairly important for this build, so attacking more frequently is a good thing to have, especially if we want to hold our aggro. Double Strike gives us that same percent chance to auto attack twice. In our case, since we auto attack twice already, we could actually auto attack 4 times in a row if the gem procs both times. I like to use Steady Striker and Double Strike together since they work hand in hand. Now for our accessories. Keep in mind you want to copy the effect, not the accessory. Percentages vary. Iovis Rings boosts our agility by 40%. This is a very large boost, and our agility is our primary tanking stat, so it's important this stat is as high as possible. Fraternal Badge boosts recharge speed by 50% when non-defenders are targeted. If you remember, we actually have this exact same effect as a skill, so this gives us an 100% boost in our recharge speed. This is more than enough for you to kick in as an off-tank in an instant when needed. My final accessory is Champion Ring. When we evade an attack, this increases the attacker's aggro towards us. In practice, the way it works is, you're not going to try to fight the main tank for aggro at all really, but if they can't handle the job, your aggro potential kicks in. Once it kicks in, your charge rate goes back to normal, but Champion's Ring kicks in. Every time you evade the enemy, they gain more and more aggro towards you. This allows you to hold aggro once you start fighting for it. Now time to explain the ideal leveling path. For starters, rank Zephyr to 10 since that's the class we're using. Then unlock Heavy Guard. You only need rank 1 for the unlock, but rank it up to 10 now to save yourself some trouble later. Once you start unlocking classes, you want to rank Guardian Commander to 10 at the first chance you get. You're also going to want to rank Full Metal Jaguar to 10. As you approach from mid-game to endgame, you're going to want to get Lone Exile to 10. And once you're finally in the endgame, you're going to want to rank all of those classes up to 20. And finally, after that, you reach the post-game, in which case, you want to rank up Royal Summoner to 20 and call it a day. This may take you some time to get everything that you need, but it's better than maxing everything. If you liked today's video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more.